mean? What do we do? Hang on, let me turn this all the way off so we can focus. Okay, welcome. Free Island Girl here, feeling good. It's beautiful. It's a lovely Saturday. Let's see if I can show you. I can never get the blue sky. I think because the light is just wrong, but it's like turquoise, teal, lovely, lovely blue. Anyway, hi, welcome. I'm gonna talk today about living your best life, and I will say I have to make it kind of quick because I have something else coming because I'm in my best life, trying to anyway. First, I want to say people talk about that a lot, and actually people said to me, "Oh, Kelly, you're living your best life. It's so wonderful." And I'm thinking, am I really? Is this my best, my very best? So what I want to say is, number one, you have to identify. Keep talking about being clear. What does best mean? What is your best life? What is that for you? I think you have to identify that. You have to be really clear. Like for some people, that might mean, something very, very personal about, maybe improving a relationship, with your family, with someone, a friend, and you guys have gone astray. Maybe that needs to be improved. Maybe it's taking better care of yourself, your physical self. Maybe it means doing a better job at work. Maybe you're the boss and you treat your employees like crap and they kind of don't like you and so they don't perform for you. Maybe you're the employee and you show up late a lot, or you drag your feet, and maybe you embezzle. I like lists, I've said before, so I like to make lists. So like, okay, so for my physical self, my health, what excessive stuff? For professional life, what does that mean? Okay, I need to show up and do this and do that. Identify those things. In my relationships, am I being a good friend? Am I being the kind of person that someone would want to spend time with? Sorry. What does that mean? So again, identify what those are, those different areas, so that you can know, or at least you can strive to do what you think is best, your best life. Okay, and then I would say start with one area. Some people try to do everything at once, and I think it's just too much. So if let's say for you, your health has been a challenge, and it's impacting your ability to have fulfilling relationships. You can't go out and hang out with your friends, or too tired to have sex, or whatever your issue is, or you're not performing at work the way you want to because your physical body's not together, then maybe that's where you should start, right? If you find that people by you're spending a lot of time alone, you're kind of lonely, maybe you need to work on your relationships first. Maybe you enjoy being with yourself, and that's fine. Spending time by yourself I think is great. But if you're finding that people are kind of shunning you, or you're not really fulfilled in that area, maybe that needs to be your focus, right? So whatever it is, pick one. If you're a chronic smoker and you know that is causing problems, people don't want to kiss you because it's nasty, or you have kids in the house, you don't want to have secondhand smoke with them, even if it's in your clothes. You don't have to smoke right next to them. But maybe focus on that. So I would say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to smoke any cigarettes today, or I'm not going to use profanity if that's a thing for you today. And then you start, and there's no excuses, you just do it. I was listening to someone else on another live stream recently who was talking about excuses that people make, and it's really true. I make excuses sometimes. I'm too tired, I don't feel like going to the gym. I went today though, yay. But no excuses. So, sometimes I think people overshoot their goals, and so I would say make your goals short-term and long-term. So for example, if you're a smoker again and you want to quit, don't smoke for a day. If you can do that, maybe it's even just this morning, I'm not going to smoke while I have my coffee. That could be a thing, right? And then I'm not going to smoke until lunchtime, and I'm not going to smoke till dinner. I'm just not going to do it. And then you get that under your belt for a couple days. Don't smoke for a week, right? If you like to talk about people behind their back and you're a gossiper, don't do that. That just comes back to you. All that stuff comes back to you. So little by little, just plan one thing at a time, and no excuses, just don't. If you catch yourself about to light up, squash it. If you find yourself about to, girl, did you hear what so-and-so? Squash it. And yes, I know I'm wearing my rings again because I like my rings, and I'm not going to be tripping about blocking. I mean, I get it, but other topic. One thing, right? Master that one thing, get really good at it, and then you'll have some momentum to go do thing number two. Maybe that is that, you want to make more money, and so you need to be more organized in your work. Maybe you need to be, I don't know, think about it. What do you need to do? Thinking about it is important though, because if you don't know what you're shooting for, if you don't know what your best is, how do you know if you're there? How do you know if you're close, right? So then I say add on as you get stronger. As you build some momentum, you'll feel like, yes, I nailed it. I worked out this week. I walked down the street, I walked back. I know it's cold in a lot of places now. Obviously, I'm not cold, but where you are, it might be freezing. So do what you can do within your constraints, but don't let that be an excuse. Oh, it's too cold to go to the gym. Then get your ass on the floor and do some sit-ups. You know, get a jump rope from Target or someplace, from the Salvation Army, and do some jumping, what is it called? Jump rope, do some jumping jacks in your home. Oh, but my knees are impacted. Well then, lay your ass down and lift your legs up. I don't know, do something. Go on YouTube and find out what can I do, what exercises are good for people with bad knees, right? Find a way to make it happen. And then as you're progressing along this path for the things that you want, you may find that other things jump out like, oh wow, you know what? I really have always wanted to run a marathon. I never have wanted to do that because I don't understand why you need to run 26 miles, but some people are into it, it's fine. So maybe that's your thing. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to call up that person that you had that fight with a long time ago and just squash it because you're feeling like, I can do this. One thing I will caution you about, I will say, do try really hard. No, don't try. Don't. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. I did that for a long time. I still do it sometimes, but I really try not to. And I'm telling myself no more because it just screws you up, basically. We are not the same. We are not meant to be the same. Nothing about us is identical. We all are taking different paths to get to where we want to be. Even if you want the same thing in life, you're not going to do the same thing to get there. You know, you're not breathing out of the same lungs. So there's no point in comparing. You know, well, this person, you know, I want that too. Well, you can get it, but that's not how they did it. You know, that's their life. So leave that alone. If I'm talking kind of fast, forgive me, but like I said, I'm on. Reward yourself. If you have done something well for a week, you've met your goal. You've worked out 3 times this week, let's say. Reward yourself. But the big fat ice cream sundae is not a suitable reward for working out, right? Maybe it's like, you know, you get a massage. If you can't afford to get a massage, maybe you have your 10-year-old come massage your shoulders, or maybe, you know, you treat yourself to a really nice meal, but it's a good, healthy meal. Find out where, you know, maybe look up a recipe. If you like to cook, make something delicious. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. What else? Okay, so reward yourself, but no backsliding. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Because you don't want to go work out for a week and then blow it, you know, drinking a 6-pack. There's your gut right back. That's no fun. Not sexy, not sexy. And then finish strong. We have a motto in my family, and in this household, we say finish strong. So I tell my son before he goes to school on Fridays, finish strong, finish strong. And he has been doing that, and he has brought me home fantastic reports from school. He was wobbling a little at first because a lot of changes here in another country, different languages. He's on his 3rd language already, so it's been a lot. New friends, being the new kid. So it was kind of tough, and I'm like, finish strong. Do not quit. You can do this. Let's get the one thing down, right? And then let's do the next thing and the next thing. And so it's like scaffolding, right? For educators out there, it's like scaffolding. Same thing. Start with one thing, get that down, do another. And if you're already kind of operating at a good level in your life, then start with 2, 3 things. You know, if you're kind of rolling, great, challenge yourself. But sometimes it's tough to get off your butt and make yourself do something that you know you need to do. So that's why I say one thing, but it's up to you. It's totally up to you. Finish strong. Smile. You know, they say it takes more, I think it's something about the muscles in your face when you smile. It's like more muscles. It's just somehow it's better for you, right? It's better for your psyche. I think your subconscious reads that as like something good is happening. It makes you feel better. It makes people respond to you more positively. Everybody likes a happy person. Nobody wants to be around someone who's always complaining or, oh, I heard a knock at my door. That's my client. I gotta go. Anyway. Finish strong, y'all. Do it, do it, do it. I'll check back in later. Bye. I'm rolling out.